you're an auto commuter and tired of haggling with your auto driver over travel fares in Bengaluru, you might just be in for an unlikely surprise.
Namaste, namaste, namaste.
Meet auto driver Shiv Kumar, an unusual mediator who doubles up as a radio jockey to solve passenger-driver standoff. Shiv Kumar is hooked live from his mobile phone when he's on the move, or hosts his flagship program Mukha Mukhi directly from the Radioactive Studio, a 24-hour urban community radio station aired on 90.4 megahertz.
तम्मेल्लरिगू स्वागत सुस्वागत पब्लिक बोला तो ऑटो ड्राइवर जाता नहीं क्यों जाता नहीं फिर मीटर का प्रॉब्लम है 20 पैसे एक्स्ट्रा है 20 पैसे एक्स्ट्रा है 10 पैसे एक्स्ट्रा ऐसा प्रॉब्लम होता ऐसा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने को आरटीओ ऑफिसर एंड पुलिस ऑफिसर एंड ऑटो यूनियन लीडर सभी लेकर को एंड ऑटो ड्राइवर पब्लिक से सभी एक स्टूडियो में बैठ को इंटरव्यू करता कैसा प्रॉब्लम होता किधर से प्रॉब्लम होता क्यों प्रॉब्लम होता.
Shiv Kumar was roped in as an RJ 2 years ago by Pinky Chandran, who heads Radioactive and describes community radio as a truly democratic media platform.
Community radio is for the people, by the people and of the people. So it means a common man has access to the media. So it is he presenting his own views in his own voice and his own stories. That's in a nutshell what community radio is. It's basically voice for the voiceless.
True to this fact, Radioactive started operation in 2007 following the nod from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting that allowed any registered NGO or civil society organization with on-ground intervention to own a radio station. And today, this Bangalore-based radio station is one of the 100 community radio stations that have come up subsequent to the ministry's approval to provide communities with a voice.
Usually when we go to a community, we give them the radio station schedule and say like what do you want to, if you want to come up and you want to be an RJ for one of the program or you want a half an hour slot to do any program, they see everything and they say like yeah we want to be, then they'll get involved and they give any suggestions, we do follow them.
The suggestions from communities are incorporated and programming decisions are then frozen. Thereafter, community people are encouraged and invited to become RJs. Those who sign up are then introduced to the technical world of radio. They are taken through the basic elements like recorders, computers, mixer and transmitter. Once familiar with technicalities, they learn to edit their own stories. Alongside, they also learn basic computer skills, which are more than enough to handle a community radio. The programming is divided into various pressing community themes like waste management, transgender problems, disability issues, community entrepreneurship, HIV, and many such others. A radio coordinator works with RJs to air the content prepared by them. But this process isn't as complicated as it might seem, a fact evidenced from how easily the lay community people are able to transcend their educational, literacy, or even their physical barriers. No one than Jaidev exemplifies this best. Physically impaired by sight, Jaidev executes his vision of addressing problems of disabled communities with ease through his program on disability.
I am full happy that all the work I'm doing RJing, editing like that. So much. And write the script, drama writing, all that.
Priyanka, the first transgender RJ in the country, is another example of someone who learned the ropes quickly, and now her program on her community issues like housing is creating a substantial impact.
Most of the transgenders do not have housing. Most of the owners abuse them. After she made a series of programs on housing issues, and yeah, she was successful enough to make sure that in her area, at least most of them comply and get them homes.
While today Priyanka's popularity has won her the post of Secretary of the Transgender Community, looping in 7,000 transgender across Bengaluru, Jaidev's program on disability is motivating over 3,000 disabled people. In addition, Radioactive is also reaching out to around 2,000 HIV patients and 3,000 slum dwellers through radio broadcast and actual outreach programs which also double up to offset radio's operational costs of over 50,000 rupees a month. Solid waste management is one such flagship program that has not only converted 17,000 households into adopting a zero waste target, but is significantly contributing in sustaining the radio station financially.
Well, what we do is once we train people on segregation at source, we try and see, we work with the colleges, we work with corporates, we work with individual households, we work at the slums. So all these people, when they segregate at source and get it collected by us, we send it directly to the recyclers who pay a good amount for the different segregated waste. There are different rates for different segregated waste.
Although currently outreach programs help sustain the radio station financially, Radioactive is also planning to air paid advertisements up to 5 minutes per hour following a recent clearance by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting.
And as of now, we are not advertising, but we're looking forward to government advertisements shortly.
Airing of advertisements is definitely a shot in the arm for community radios. And this radio station, set up with an investment between 5 to 7 lakh rupees, could serve as an inspiration for many more to come. In fact, with the permissible reach of just about 10 to 15 kilometers of radius, there certainly needs to be thousands of more such initiatives. And with the convergence of FM radio on mobile phones, one could truly hope that a revolutionary media for the development sector is in the offing in the 21st century.